It's long about coffee time this Saturday afternoon, July 30th, 2017. This is the eastern entrance to Holbein, Saskatchewan. Avenue A touches Highway 3/55 and the new service station on 355 on the western end of town. Shellbrook is off to the left, 13K. And the folks in this car might be heading for Prince Albert. 31K behind us to the east. We're standing on 6th Street on the south side of the highway. Looking north, this is actually Range Road 32 west of the 3rd, also known as Grid 693. Wild Rose and Sturgeon Valley are up that way. In days gone by, an Esso station would have stood on that corner there. And on this corner to the right would have stood a Texaco station. Long gone, and now the site is a private residence. That doesn't look like a Texaco signpost, does it? South along 6th Street, the far west end of Holbein. Then on the south side of Holbein on Avenue D, we are on the northern edge of the Boreal Transition Ecoregion Zone. The Nelson River Drainage Basin drains into Hudson Bay. Lots of jack pine, white spruce, black spruce in through here, bearberries and saskatoons, and ravens. The mighty North Saskatchewan River is about 4 miles to the south. It's really sandy soil here, dunes in places, from aeolian deposits blowing in from the vast deltaic and glacial outwashes west of here. Oh, Holbein's got a ski trail, and you can see what I mean about the sand. It's meters deep in some areas. There's a little playground in the little park. This is Treaty 6 territory, signed at Fort Carlton on August 23rd, 1876, and at Fort Pitt on September the 9th of that year, between the Cree, Assiniboia, and Ojibwa people. Signing on behalf of Queen Victoria was Alexander Morris, the Lieutenant Governor of the Northwest Territories, looking south on 4th Street. Had we been here in 1930, standing on the railway tracks on 5th Street, the Searle elevator would have been off to our right there, on the south side of the tracks, built in 1928. Someone burned it down on August the 30th, 1937, but Searle rebuilt it. It was closed by the pool in 1987. That's Avenue A over there, the main business route through the community. And I think the post office is in the old store there. When E.M. Ellis was searching for a name for his post office that he was going to open in July the 1st, 1912, it was the local pioneer John N. Miller who suggested Holbein or Holbein.
Holbeiners gets their mail. They get mail there at the old store. The store is still there in Holbein. It's actually been kind of made into a bay.
It was the Canadian Northern Railway which built this line in through here from PA to Shellbrook in 1910 and 1911. Almost immediately a lumber industry sprang up and rows of ties and timbers and fence posts were laid out by the siding. Where the little shack down there was the railway's freight passenger shelter, which had dropped off in 1915 at mile 20.5 from Prince Albert on what Canadian National called its Blaine Lake summit. Across from the station stood 2 more elevators. Canada West Grain went up in 1921, and the British America elevator went up in 1923, closed by Cargill in 92. Canada West was closed by Wheat Pool in 93. The rickety trestle bridge across the Bennett Lake Creek a few miles to the east of here caused Canadian National to abandon this line in the early 1990s. The steel was likely gone by 1995. Holbein was never incorporated as a village. Indeed, the town site wasn't laid out until 1927. It was organized as a hamlet in 1952, a ward of the rural municipality of Shellbrook under 493. There was a school here from 1912 to 1953. The kids go to Shellbrook now. A fire tower and a ranger station here built in 1914, but it was moved. Some of the local folks know that their community is named after Hans Holbein the Younger, a German fellow who was the court painter to Henry VIII. Hans died in 1497 at the age of 46 years old. It really doesn't seem to matter what order the letters E and I are combined in an English word. The resulting pronunciation is a long E sound. So with apologies to Herr Holbein, Holbein, Saskatchewan.